Hey guys, it's Jenny Silver, and today I want to talk to those of you in the state of California collecting California EDD unemployment benefits who are wondering how to backdate your claims. Many of you are trying to backdate your unemployment benefits as we reach the end of the federal pandemic unemployment programs. PUC, PUA, $300 boost are all coming to a close after claiming ending September 4th, and many of you are trying to figure out how you can backdate your claims to your actual real start date of unemployment before those claims expire. The EDD and the Department of Labor have stated that PUA claimants will be able to still apply for benefits and backdate their claims up to 30 days after the program expires, which means by October 6th. That means that for those of you that have not yet applied, you can still apply up until before October 6th. But I want to emphasize for you to do this as soon as possible. I do not recommend waiting up until that deadline because we do not want any glitches coming through stopping you from receiving your benefits or receiving them in a timely manner. So for those of you who have not yet applied for PUA, if you are applying before this October 6th deadline, yes, you will be able to backdate that new PUA claim. Now, for those of you that have a current PUA claim or current unemployment claim, I do not want you to wait to backdate. Try to do this as soon as possible. So for those of you who have a current existing PUA claim who are wondering when the last date to backdate should be for you, I do not want you to wait past that September 4th end date of the programs. Please try to apply for your backdating before the PUA program ends. Now, for those of you who are wondering, will I be paid backdated weeks if I filed them on time, but the EDD is still processing my request after September 4th? The answer here is that yes, you should be entitled to receive those backdated payments because they are for effective weeks prior to the program's end date. So if you backdated your PUA claim and submitted the backdate request before September 4th, then yes, the EDD will take time still to process that request and issue those payments, but you should be entitled to them. For those of you that need to backdate your claims, you can do so yourself by going to askedd.edd.ca.gov. From there, you will be able to submit the backdate request by performing these steps. First, you're going to go to askedd.edd.ca.gov. From there, scroll down and on the right-hand side, click on Unemployment Insurance Benefits. After that, you're going to scroll down to select a subcategory and you will click on Claim Questions. Next, you're going to click the first option, Backdate the effective date of my claim. From there, you will click Continue, and then after that, you will enter in your personal information here. At the very bottom, you are going to be asked to enter in the effective date you are requesting to backdate your UI claim with the date format of 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the day, and 4 digits for the year. And you are going to type backdate my and then enter in the date using that format. Now, if you filed your unemployment claim December 26th or earlier, you can backdate your claim as early as potentially February 2nd, 2020. If you filed your unemployment application December 27th or later, then you can backdate your claim as early potentially as December 6th, 2020. Now, once you have submitted your backdate request, it can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months for the EDD to process it and either approve it or deny it. After that, it can then also take a few weeks to a few months for EDD to issue those certifications. Unfortunately, there is no set time frame that EDD states regarding how long it takes to process and certify for backdated payments. Many of you are letting me know that your backdate requests are being denied, even if you are submitting a date that is within those date parameters. There can be a few different reasons for this. One potential reason for this could be if backdating your claim changes your claim or your weekly benefit award amount too much. When you backdate a claim, you are shifting the claim start date back. And that means then that your base period is also shifted. The base period is the 12-month period prior to being unemployed that the EDD looks at the amount of earnings you had and uses it to establish your weekly benefit award amount. If you backdate your claim and shift that base period, it can potentially have a big change in your weekly benefit award amount, which would result in overpayments. Now, the EDD does have a list of reasons why your backdate request could be denied. However, it's pretty hard to find this on the EDD's main website. In addition to the reasons that I already listed, if you look at item number C, then your backdating request can also be denied because the backdate would go into your prior benefit year. For those of you that had an older claim already established, if you're trying to backdate into a date that is actually included within your old benefit year, then that would be a reason for denial as well. Additionally, your backdating can be denied if it reaches a period over 65 weeks. Now, this one is important, and I have an email into the EDD in order to confirm that this does still apply to pandemic-related reasons. But what this states here, and this could be the reason why many of you are being denied, is that the department cannot file a claim that would be over 15 months old at the time of filing. It is now the end of August, which means that those of you that are trying to backdate a claim from way back in the spring of 2020, that means that you have reached the end of that 15-month period, and that could be the reason why it is getting denied. If the EDD denies you and it seems to be for this reason, then try resubmitting a new request on Ask EDD with a date that is a little bit closer to your actual claim start date. Additionally, if your claim is more complicated and it has many different types of programs involved in it, such as UI to PEUC to Tier 2 PEUC to Tier 2 Augmentation PEUC, then it can cause complications in backdating. If this is your problem, then I want you to contact customer service to see if they are able to help you achieve backdating. Next, many of you are letting me know that you're wondering if you are allowed to submit multiple backdate requests. Some of you may have already backdated your claim and now need to change that date to an even earlier date. For those of you that have already submitted a backdate request and had it approved, can you backdate again? The answer is possibly if you are a claimant that still doesn't have your accurate start date for your true date when you lost your employment or self-employment reflected in your claim. If your actual date of unemployment was earlier than your claim start date, yes, you can submit another application to backdate your claim to the actual accurate date. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful. Please click like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below.